This video is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. All individuals mentioned are presumed innocent until proven guilty. The analysis reflects legal commentary based on publicly available information at the time of the publication. The Senzo Meyiwa trial, 23 March 2026. When a trial stopped looking back today, inside the Pretoria High Court, the Senzo Meyiwa trial reached a moment that often determines the direction of a case long before the final judgment is delivered. The courtroom did not focus on new evidence or dramatic revelation. Instead, the focus shifted inwards onto a credibility of Bongani Ntanzi. This shift is critical because in criminal law, credibility can determine everything. Once a witness begins to lose reliability, the entire structure of their version starts to weaken. Today was about testing the reliability under sustained pressure. Pressure without interruption. As proceedings resume, the state continued to cross-examine without pause. This strategy is deliberate. It prevented the witness from resetting mentally and keeping pressure constant. Every answer Ntanzi provided was examined not just for truth but for consistency with his previous statement. The prosecutor maintained a steady pace, ensuring that Ntanzi remained under continuous scrutiny. Cell phone evidence, where the crack begins. The state focused heavily on cell phone evidence, presenting material suggesting that Ntanzi had access to phone while in custody after his arrest. This directly contradicts his earlier denial. The importance of contradiction cannot be overstated. If the court accepts that Ntanzi was dishonest about this issue, it opens the door to questioning all these testimony. Ntanzi resisted the state's interpretation, arguing that the evidence could be misleading. However, the legal risk remains significant. The collapse of credibility in criminal trials. Credibility is foundational. A witness does not need to prove false or every detail. If the court finds dishonesty on the key issue, it may reject the entire testimony. The state is clearly using this principle, attempting to demonstrate that Ntanzi's cannot be relied upon. This is not just about facts, it's about trust. Bank records. Objective evidence takes center stage. The prosecution then introduced bank records from October 2014, the period surrounding the matter. These records are being used to challenge Ntanzi's claim that he was in KwaZulu-Natal. Financial data is often treated as objective of liability. The state used specific transactions, timing, and gap in activity to suggest that Ntanzi's version does not align with the evidence. Prosecution strategy. Building a collapse from the within. The state strategy is accumulative. It is not attempting to prove the entire case at once. Instead, it is gradually weakening Ntanzi's credibility throughout multiple lines of evidence. Each contradiction strengthens the previous one. Over time, the approach aimed to leave the court with a conclusion that the witness cannot be trusted. Defense strategy. Preserving doubt. The defense responded by challenging the interpretation of the evidence. It argued that the cell phone data and bank records are open to interpretation and do not conclusively prove the state's claim. This is key evidence strategy. The defense does not need to prove innocence. It only needs to preserve reasonable doubt. Control of the narrative. Tension increased as both sides crashed over the question. The defense raised objections, arguing that the state was leading the witness. The prosecution insisted that it was entirely the confront contradictions. The judge intervened to maintain order, allowing the questioning to continue and ensuring fairness. The judge, final filter of the truth. The judge remained actively engaged throughout the proceedings. Clarification were requested, and the structure of the questioning was motioned. Every answer was evaluated from the consistency of the possibility. Ultimately, the judge was determined which version of the events is more credible. Final legal breakdown. What comes next? The case now hinges on credibility. If Ntanzi is found unreliable, the state's case is strengthened. If the defense successfully maintains doubt, the balance shifts. This is a critical stage of the trial where the outcome begins to take shape. The weight of today's proceedings. Today's proceedings did not deliver a verdict, but they may have been shaped one. The trial is no longer just about what happened in 2014. It's about what the court believes now. And after today, the question carries more weight than ever. That concludes our analysis. Thank you for watching The Sim. If you found this breakdown useful, consider subscribing for clear, factual legal analysis. Until next time, stay informed.